Hello my lovely butterflies. Today I wanted to do a 20 random facts about me video just so you guys can get to know me a little better. I don't know, I find these kind of videos kind of fun when I see other YouTubers that I follow doing them. So I wrote them down just because my scatterbrain, I don't want it to go off track and I don't want this video to be like 2 hours long. So let's jump right into it. So the first random fact about me is that I love to travel. I've actually been to Mexico several times thanks to my grandparents. Then I've been to Nicaragua, which is where my mom is from, and I lived there for 1 year. I've been to Israel, which I fell in love with. I did not want to come back. I've been to Peru, which was about 2 years ago. And then I've traveled to different parts of the United States. And I'm craving to go to, now I want to go to Hawaii, and I feel called to India for some reason. And I want to go back to Mexico to the pyramids. So those are on my list of things or places that I want to go to, amongst other places too. But I love to travel, The second fact about me is that I adore Hello Kitty. I went to the length of actually tattooing Hello Kitty right on my neck. I'll see if I can find a picture and I'll try to insert it. But I love Hello Kitty. I'm never going to get over it. I don't care if I'm 100 years old and Hello Kitty is on my neck. I will be cool with it. So I'm fine. And that's another place my daughter and I want to go to. We want to go to Japan. That's what she wants, instead of like a whole sweet 16. So we're gonna make it happen. The third random fact about me is that I'm afraid of the dark. I know it's really random, but I always have to sleep with like some sort of light or something. Like, it can't be completely dark because I freak out, okay? I don't know, maybe it's some sort of childhood trauma or what may have you, but that is the truth. Number 4 is that I was born in Miami, Florida. And you can call me Mrs. 305. No, not really. Okay. But yeah, I was born in Miami and some of my family still lives there. I actually think about moving there quite often. I don't know, I love the vibe, especially South Florida. I love having the option of just going to the beach any day of the week. I don't know, maybe at some point I'll move there. And then number 5 is that my all-time favorite movie is What Dreams May Come. If any of you know, Robin Williams was in that movie. It's so sad that he's not here anymore, but he was such a great actor. And that movie really, I don't know, I think the first time I saw it, I must have been like 16 or 15, I don't know, somewhere around there. And it just moved something inside me, and it made me really think about life and death and all that, and maybe death is not as bad as we see it, but yeah, I'm getting too deep. I love that movie. So number 6 is that I write poetry since about 10 years old, and I generally love to write. I write a lot. Well, now I'm mostly keyed into my phone, but I do like to write. I write my thoughts and everything, and I look back on them. At the moment, I don't feel like it's great, but then I look back on them and I'm like, wow, I wrote this when I was like 13, 14, or 15. Like, wow. So I do enjoy writing. I mean, at some point I'd love to write a book. So number 7, my first language is Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo están? Yeah, my first language is Spanish, and I'm actually very fluent in speaking, writing, and reading it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start making videos in Spanish for the future for all my Spanish speakers. I want to reach a wider audience, but we will see. What number are we on? Okay, number 8. I am super duper clumsy. I drop things, I bump into walls, I fall, I trip. Like, I am just so clumsy. It's so annoying at times. Like, ugh. But that is that. Number 9, I love to thrift store shop, flea market shop. I love to upcycle. Most of the stuff that I have in my apartment is upcycled, thrifted. I don't know, for some reason when I see like people throw away like pieces of furniture that have potential to be much more, it just does something to me, and I want to pick it up and do something with it, but I mean, it's quite impossible to do that at this point. But yeah, I have pieces in my house that I've found on the curb. I have actual, what is it, pictures and pieces of furniture and things like that. I don't know, I always see potential in things, and for me it's like I'd rather do something with it than for it to end up in a landfill somewhere. So it's a win-win. Number 10, I am a hopeless romantic. I just love love. I've said that before. I don't know, I had a dream the other day, and in my dream I was looking at this book, and it was like, I don't know, a weird book that when I flip through the pages kind of shimmer, they shine or something. I don't know how to explain it. And when I looked at one of the sentences, it said, love is the greatest power in the universe. And oh my gosh, I believe that. I believe that in my heart of hearts. Love is the greatest power in the universe, and love is what humanity is lacking at this point. But yeah, I don't know, I know that love is the answer for everything. So let's move on. Number 11, I have a crazy addiction to cleaning and organizing. I don't know, it's just so gratifying just to clean and to, I vacuum several times a day, and don't even put a magic eraser in front of me because I will go berserk. Like, if I have a magic eraser, I literally want to clean every little nook and cranny that has a scuff mark or something. I just love those things. They are truly magical. Like, you see the little spots just disappear before your very eyes when you thought there was no hope. I mean, what is it with those things? And I just love touching them. It's like a sensory thing, like just feeling them and having them in my hand. It's super gratifying. Like, you guys have to try it because it definitely is. All right, number 12. One of the most special moments has been to me one of like my favorite YouTubers, Mr. Kate, and I met her at her book signing in New York. I don't have the book here, otherwise I would have showed it, but she signed my hot glue gun because her book is a hot glue gun mess, and she has like, it's like a funny little book of like DIYs and a little like autobiography of like random moments in her life, so it's pretty funny. I really enjoyed the book. But this is the glue gun that she signed for me, and like, I'm getting sad because right here it said, hope you make some hot messes, and then it said Mr. Kate, and it's fading. So I'm not going to use this glue gun anymore, or I'm going to find a way to seal this just because I want to save this. It's so special. I don't know. I mean, it was, and she's like the sweetest, down to earth, like, I don't know. I just feel like I can relate to her a lot, so I really like her. Number 13, which is probably no surprise, I've said it before. I have 3 children, and their names are Luna, Sol, and Nova. And 14 is that I am 35 years young. A lot of people tell me that I look younger, and honestly I feel like I don't know, for some reason as we grow up, like we lose our inner child or we stop paying attention to it. And honestly I feel like the more I honor my inner child, the younger I feel and the better I feel. And honestly I think age is just a matter of how you feel, because I know people that are younger than me and they look older, and I see their outlook on life and the way they carry themselves. They're just bitter and they're not optimistic, and so I don't know, it just seems like their vibe is low and they look older. I don't know if there's a science to that, but I believe there is. So number 15, if any of you follow like the zodiac and everything, I am actually a Gemini. I was born June 17th. Yes, so my birthday was last month. And now that I turned 35 and I'm not about like that whole club and party life, I actually went to the Rubin Museum in New York City, and it has Himalayan art, and they had a great exposition on sound. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. I had a great time. I mean, it was the best birthday present I could have gotten. I loved it. So I'm all more about like experiences now than like drinking and going out and socializing. I'm more like, I want to do things that I haven't done before. Number 16, I think. Okay, this is a little embarrassing to admit because I don't really watch TV. I think TV is the devil, but I do enjoy watching just like mindless TV. I do enjoy watching The Real Housewives of Orange County. And for some reason, it's the Orange County ones that I enjoy watching the most. I don't know if because they're so full of drama or what, but I don't know. It's just fun, and it's sad to admit that, because I mean, I feel like reality TV is so staged. There's nothing real about it, but mindless TV. And when I do randomly pick up my remote and decide to watch something and that's on, I'll just watch it because whatever, you know. 17. Every day I pray for world peace. Yeah. As cheesy and as Miss America as that sounds, I do believe in humanity, and I believe that we can reach a level of peace, kindness, compassion for each other. So I pray for that every day. Number 18, I like to meditate. This is a habit I've picked up within maybe the last 4 years or so. I really didn't know much about meditating, but the more I do it, the more I find that I can deal with my external reality. It really brings me a lot of inner peace and zen and all sorts of fuzzy feelings, you know, even in the middle of like the chaos that life can be sometimes. So at first it was really hard. I want to say that it was hard to really concentrate and to feel comfortable with being in silence, because we're so overstimulated by everything that just to sit in silence is just really difficult for most of us. So that was my challenge, but I kept through it and I kept pushing, and I did feel a difference, even if it was 5, 10, 15, 20, you know, through guided meditations usually. And now I'm leaning more towards like just my own meditation without any guidance. So good stuff. Number 19. Oh, I said this before, but I do want to write a book someday, and I want it to be kind of like an interactive book. That's my idea for it. I don't know. I do want to write a book someday. I want to leave a legacy behind. I want to be an inspiration for someone, even if it's just one lonely random person, but yeah, I want that. And number 20 is that I have an affinity to cosmology, astrology, space, the moon, the sun. Obviously that's why my kids have those names. It's because I feel very connected to my exterior world. And Neil Tyson DeGrasse, is that how you say it? I'm not sure, but he's the man. I have a crazy crush on him because he is just so knowledgeable in all of this. And there's this video that I'll link below because it's just so mind-blowing, but it's called The Most Astounding Fact. And he speaks about how like the most astounding fact is that we all come from star stuff, and that to me it's just mind-blowing, and it makes me feel so connected to everyone and everything that exists. And wow, I mean, that is incredible. So yeah, that is all for now, and there you go. You know a little more about me. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Please take a minute to subscribe if you're new to my channel. And to all of you who have stuck around, thank you so friggin' much. And just be happy. That's all I can say. Fly free, butterflies. Bye.